Hey, greetings everyone. It's Glenn Kellaway from the basement. This video topic is album titles. This was a suggestion from one of our viewers. Larry Graves and I did a afternoon chat yesterday on this Canadian Stud Muffin channel, and one of the great supporters of my channel and Larry's channel is a guy by the name of Cardboard Head Guy. I love that frickin' name. And he said, what are your favorite album titles? And Larry and I both, the light bulbs went off and we went, what a great topic for a video. Album titles. I've never seen anybody do this video. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe people have, but I've not seen one. So I think that if you go to the Canadian Stud Muffin channel, Larry's going to be uploading a video on the same topic today. So I started to pull album titles that I really liked, started to think about it. And then, like, the more I was thinking about it, the more I thought about it. Does that make sense? I started to break it down because it wasn't just, cute titles or long titles or whatever. It started to get like, okay, so I broke it down into four types of titles. There's albums that are titled with one word that are kind of just grab you. And I pulled a few examples of that. Titles that represent searching or some kind of a journey, and you can tell from the title that the album's going to be, something in that regard, a theme. And then clever titles. There's always the clever play on words and stuff like that. And then fourth, the psychedelic titles, which I love. So they were the first ones I started to pull. And then I started to think, as I was pulling them, I'm going, the ones that really grab me are the one-word titles that are just like, So let's start with those. I got three examples. The first one I remember, well, that really grabbed me, and it still does. I just love the frickin' word, man. As soon as I ever saw this album come out in 70, I'm going to say, 70, maybe 1970? Santana Abraxas. Abraxas. What a word. I don't know what the word means. I didn't look it up, but I'm telling you, I just frickin', that grabbed me from the second I heard it. And I had to hear this album, and it's just great. I mean, Black Magic Woman and Samba Pati, and it's a fantastic record. It still is one of the great records. And Santana Abraxas, just that word, say it, Abraxas. It's so cool. This one, I was thinking my favorite Beatles album title, and right away Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band comes up to me. And I'm going to talk about it later, but when you think about it, no one ever calls it Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Everybody just calls it Sgt. Pepper's. It's like it's been shortened, and it kind of, the title itself is kind of lost. It's just a nickname now of Pepper, But how about Revolver? I mean, revolver is such a strong word because of the connotation with weapons and guns, but I'm pretty damn sure that the Beatles meant revolver as a turntable revolving and a record revolving around on a turntable, which is just unfrickin' believable when you think about it. Revolver, what a strong word. Like I said, I'm really gravitated to the one-word titles. I think they're strong. And this one here, I mean, when I saw this album, I had to buy it just based on, well, the cover and the title, but the word just sticks with you. Aqualung. Strong word. Like, very cool. I mean, I know this is an iconic cover, but that word Aqualung, if this was just a white cover, I think the word Aqualung would still have sold that record. So they're my one-word cover titles. And let's talk about the psychedelic ones. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Again, it kind of lost its title has been shortened and almost like a nickname now, Pepper, right? Surrealistic Pillow, one of the great albums of all time for me, top 10. And what a great title, Surrealistic Pillow. I mean, that is awesome. One of the great ones. Piper at the Gates of Dawn, the first Pink Floyd album. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. What a frickin' title that is. That blows Dark Side of the Moon out of the water as a title. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Wow. So they're my kind of psychedelic ones. Next are kind of the ones that kind of have the connotation that you're going on some kind of a journey or something's, maybe a concept, maybe not, but just, sometimes. How about In Search of the Lost Chord, the Moody Blues? What a great title, In Search of the Lost Chord. I love this one. Chris Thile, the great mandolin player from Nickel Creek and Punch Brothers. He does solo albums on his own. This is a great instrumental album, and I've always loved the title of this album. Not All Who Wander Are Lost. Kind of fits in that journey mode. This is a great instrumental album, by the way. And this is an SACD of that album, which sounds absolutely stunning. I took this into a stereo shop once to audition a player, and the guy went, "What is that, man?" He wanted to use it for auditioning. Okay, another one. A couple that are just kind of play on words titles. Joe Walsh. The smoker you drink, the player you get. Catchy. And the Doobie Brothers. What were once vices are now habits. I could have pulled REO Speedwagon too. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Kind of a cute play on words. And last but not least, in terms of an album that takes you on a journey, I missed this one. 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Kind of in the similar vein of In Search of the Lost Chord and Those Who Wander Are Not Lost. So let me know what you think. I think my favorites of them, like I said, I think the one word is so powerful, especially Revolver. Like, the more I think about it, the more this is just genius. There's albums like, I should have pulled some of the other ones, like Disraeli Gears. And then I didn't pull it because I thought the album cover is so strong. But the word Disraeli Gears is catchy. Something to do with bicycles, right? A Disraeli Gear, I think, is part of a 10-speed bike or something. In the Court of the Crimson King. I love the name of that, but it's the title of a song. And I don't know if the album, I think the album cover is so iconic and so eye-catching that album could have been called, Glenn, and people would have bought it. It's just a really interesting thing if you think about it. Like, really give it some thought on why why an artist would name a title a certain thing, or and is there any albums you bought because of the title of the album? It's an interesting concept. So thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it. We'll be back soon. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave your comments, and have a great day.